Hi there, you guys. I'm going to be doing a end of the year guidance reading for divine partnerships, soul connections. I'm calling it a twin flame reading only because that's what people usually refer it to if they need a label or something to reference it by. Although I don't really me personally don't like the label, but or you know what it's become, honestly. But I'm going to tune into whatever spirit has to say in regards to this whole twin flame energy, the connections itself. What do they have to say about, the where it's at right now, where it's led up to, what are the effects of it, where are we headed? So this is kind of like a spontaneous reading, nothing structured. As far as the positions and what I'm asking, other than what Spirit wants to relay to us in regards to these connections, the twin flame energy for the twin flame community, those who resonate with that term, the theory of it, the experience. What is the message that Divine Spirit has for us for the end of the year? What do you wish to come through? So I'm being guided to pull 11 cards. Um, $11, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Right. Okay, so that's 11. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. So I'm going to do it like this. So all the majors here. All the mental energy here. Well, it's kind of weird, but I'm just going to do it that way. All right. So let's see here. First off, we have transformation. So obviously, we've undergone a lot within this dynamic, within this connection, within the situation that we're dealing with, to where it's totally transformed our vision of where we want to be in our lives. Where do we want to start? Right now, here, where we are, knowing what I know now, learning what I've learned, where exactly do I want to be moving forward in the new year, by this time next year, in the future? Where do I want to be? There's a lot that I've learned through my heart space. There's a lot of transformation within the heart when it comes to love. There's a divinity of where we've come from within this connection. The infinites of the love that we've given. In our perception, it's infinite because it's stretched our capacity, our previous capacity of how we've loved, how we experienced it, how we've given it, how we've felt it, how we've understood it, which makes it infinite. Total transformation within self, overcoming shadows. If you can see here, it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but there's this statue, a piece of a statue's face, which looks like a big mask, overcoming the shadow of ourselves with this love, this transformation within the heart space. Okay, so we have temptation as the next major arcana that we have. So the divine is saying that even within this connection, we've had to face our shadow aspects, but we also had to face a lot of temptations outside of ourselves, wanting to hop off of this no matter what this experience has been, to not face our truth, not face our inner work that we have to do. It's a temptation to go back and just say, I wish I never experienced this. I wish I never awakened to this, or known about this, known about this, know about the truth of the universe and the enlightenment I've experienced, or undergone this journey with this person. I wish I've never awakened to this. At times it's tempting because of the heartache and the pain that we've had to endure. And it's all a spiritual test. It's all a test for us to be able to release our inner demons, our shadows, to heal and really transform ourselves within. It's been a big test for us to just want to walk away, even walk away from the other person. So it's not necessarily that Spirit is saying that you were tempted to see other people and that it was wrong for you to be in that space, to want to interact with other people or date or have a relationship with someone else outside of this person who you've labeled as a twin flame. That's not what they're saying. The temptation comes from wanting to hop off and not wanting to experience the lessons within this connection at all, that serves as a benefit for you more than anything else, for your evolution, for your soul's growth. That's the temptation, wanting to turn away from that. Wanting to walk away, but they're wanting you, within that, what they were testing you is to release the things that don't resonate with you anymore, that are not equal to your soul's truth anymore, for you to start on a new path, to be awakened to that. The next card comes up is Sacrifice, number 12. So there was this sacrifice for my old life, the things that I used to believe in, the things that I thought I wanted. It's like it's a dark period of this. Like it's a dark night of the soul type of energy. I've been in this space of wanting to get out, want to release myself from this journey or these lessons that I have to learn. Sometimes I just wish I could go back to my old life. Even though I know that it's not meant for me, it's a dark past. There's like muddy waters that she's in. It's dirty. So it's like a lot of emotional baggage attached to the past. But I don't see that Spirit is working for me within this situation. That Spirit is trying to bring something about within this. Spirit is trying to test me, or trying, not really test me, but encourage me to be my highest self, the truth of who I really am, to evolve to my highest potential within this. I know that I have to give up things about myself. I have to give up everything that I thought was true, because I know that those things don't serve me. So it's like you've had to go through some sacrifice. You've had to let some people go. You've had to have some beliefs go, some patterns surrounding love go, that this has to be this way. A man and woman must do this. It has to be that way. And it's like you have to give up all of that. You have to release all of these old patterns and structures that don't work. Then you have the awareness card. So this was a year of total awareness, spiritual awakening, transformation, epiphanies, revelations off the yin yang. It's like it's like acceleration of growth and learning and wisdom and guidance. It's like the crown chakra is very important. It's very pivotal. The guidance, like being divinely connected, even at the times where you don't feel like you're following divine guidance or you're even hearing it. Throughout this whole time, you have been guided. You have been following the path, even though you might not perceive it to be on path or on track, in the right direction. You have been in the right direction. You have been following divine guidance. Okay. So mentally, there's a lot of mental situations dealing with the mind. You have triumphant success, which represents the mind. This is like the Ace of Swords in this deck. So mentally, there's a lot of seeking to know, having that clarity. Am I on the right track? Is this the right person? Um, is this my truth? There's a lot of questioning and wanting to know the higher truth of all of this. So mentally, that's what's in your mind through this whole entire journey or throughout this year is this the right decision? Am I on the right track? Will this be a successful outcome for me? What I'm doing, how will this lead me to success? Is this of my highest good? Is this of the higher good of someone else or the other person involved? So mentally, that's what's in the back of your mind. There has been some battle mentally as well. You have number 9, suffering in silence. Okay. So this is like the 9 of swords. So there's a lot of mental conflict going on, wondering whether or not I'm on the right track. Am I doing the right thing? Being over like a perfectionist in a sense, thinking like I have to be a certain way or I have to follow a certain structure, and you're kind of suffering within that, within this perception that you have to be a certain way on this journey. This has to be that way, it must be this way, or I have to make it so, or this person said it had to be, this article I read said it has to be this experience, it has to be that, they have to say this, I have to feel that, this YouTube teacher, this twin flame teacher said that I have to experience that and this. And it's like, it's off-putting to you. It doesn't sit well with you. It causes a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of stress, a lot of trying to control the situation to make it fit. And all you're seeing ahead of you is obstacles. So all you're perceiving is obstacles. Okay. That is something that you're working to overcome. This is a part of the why you're wanting to turn away from the situation. Like, I gotta walk away because it's causing me too much suffering inside, that I just need to step away from this. And it's because you're not following your soul's truth of what you know or where you're being guided. You're opposing it in some way, even though you're being divinely guided. It's like in some way you have your guidance, but you're listening to someone else's, and it's causing an imbalance within you mentally. A lot of overthinking, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of doubt, a lot of guilt. Like, I'm not doing the right thing, I must be doing something wrong. If this person isn't calling me, then I must not be healing enough, or they're clearly disrespecting me, or they're clearly not into me. But this person says, or this teacher says, that they're in denial, or this is something that they have to overcome. But at the same time, I'm being guided to actually move past these things, because some of the temptation is you being obsessed with the journey to the point where you're lacking or you're missing the soul evolution part of it, the soul's journey, the self aspect of it. Some of that is not, it's not coexisting, so it's causing an imbalance mentally. Next, you have the heartache and loss card, number 3. So it's like 3 of swords, another mental aspect. A lot of pain from your past is coming up, a lot of purging, memories of past heartaches and losses, trying to overcome that, figuring out how does this relate to this situation. I have to heal from this. The reason why these memories are coming up is because this is something that's imbalanced within me. This is something that I need to release and forgive myself, forgive whoever else involved, and let it go. So there's a lot of memories of the past that keep coming up for you, and it might cause you to feel like you're a loser in some way, or you failed in love in some way, or you're not worthy. But really what Spirit is saying, the reason why those memories come back up is for you to release them, not to create from that space anymore, to move past that. Next, you have the 2 of the waiting game. This is like spiritual energy. So it's like going back. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm waiting for something to occur. I'm waiting for this to happen. I'm waiting for this to unfold. When is it going to happen for me? When is this going to work in my favor? And it's like you're running in circles, trying to get to a finish line, you're trying to make it happen. You're trying to make this connection happen, this partnership happen. And it's like divine timing versus my timing. So it's like you're not following divine timing or divine's plan of how this thing will unfold, whether this person is meant to be in your life or not. Trying to control, running yourself into circles and trying to control the timing of it. It's a conflict between divine's time and your timing. Okay, so that's what's happening underneath the surface. This is like a spiritual energy. This might be something that you're not aware of that you're doing or what's occurring. So the reason why you're running in circles and you're feeling like nothing is happening, because there's a part of you that's wanting to control divine's hand or their timing in this. Next, you have the 5 of obstacles and challenges. Again, this is something underneath the surface that you're coming up against these obstacles and challenges. It's because you're not looking at the path in the right way. Your perception of something laid out in front of you. There's like a path that's laid out in front of you to take this leap of faith or this risk or what you perceive to be a risk. You're seeing it as an obstacle or a challenge. So you feel it's best to just keep doing this same, like they're going in this same direction. They think they're doing something different, but it's still taking them for a loop. They're still going back and forth in this circle. So that's really the obstacle that you need to get out of. You need to release the same way of going about the situation. It's like just take that risk, which is following divine's guidance and their timing. Okay, because you have been following, you're doing everything as you're supposed to, but underneath the surface, the reason why it feels imbalanced is because there's a little bit of control there. There's still a little bit of your hand trying to go against what you're being guided to do, which you feel is irrational, not logical, risky, imbalanced. But you have to release these old ways of doing things, because that's really what's causing the challenge and the obstacle. That's what's really putting you in a stagnation or a perception of I'm just going back in circles. Nothing is changing. Nothing is happening. It's the same old, same old. Next, we have 8 of accelerated motion. So again, spiritually, there's a lot of shifting that's happening. There's a lot of things that are coming up on the surface. There's things that are coming into alignment right now when it comes to this connection. When it comes to not so much the connection, but the journey itself. Okay? That is what's shifting. The journey itself, you within the journey, is a lot of shifting happening, a lot of things coming up to the surface, things being put into alignment right now. And it's because you're coming towards an end of a cycle in your life. So everything else in your life is also coming to an end of a cycle, and there must be a shift that can occur, or that is supposed to occur. Okay? So it's like timing is right now. There's a shift happening right now. Lastly, we end up with the patience and planning card, number 7. So there's divine energy at hand with your patience and your planning. Again, there's divine timing within where you're trying to go within this journey. Okay, I'm getting more so that this is about you, that a lot of you have been missing this aspect of this whole twin flame theory, this whole energy you've come into realization of, and you've missed the point of it. It's become more of a romantic approach. It's become more about the other person and less about you, and that's the aspect that causes the imbalance, because this is about your soul's evolution, your growth, your ability to love yourself and others from an infinite capacity to expand and to grow, where there is no labels, where I don't have to label this person as just my mother, because if I label this person just as my mother, then she can't be my friend, she can't be my counselor, she can't be my support system, she's just my mother. If I put that label, of course we have to, it helps. But you see what I'm saying? That if I just label this person as my twin flame, and the energy of it, of what we know it to be, there's this runner chaser, that's the energy you're attracting. If I don't label this and I allow it to be what it is, and I experience it for what it is and what it could be without labeling it, there's more infinite possibilities to what this is. But the focus of it is about me, about self. I am. What do I want in my life? How do I want to love? How do I want to be loved? What do I want to experience? How do I want to share my love with others? Not just this one object of affection, which is really a catalyst for my soul's growth, who mirror back to me things within myself that I have to overcome, that I have to heal, that I have to embrace. Spirit is saying that you have to have patience with divine's timing with this. Look at it from a different perspective. Look at it from a higher perspective, from God's perspective, not just from a human level, because a lot of you are still taking in that old paradigm of relationships and love and trying to apply it here. Okay, so I'm going to pull some more cards from the Romance Angels Oracle, and I'm also going to pull from my Karma card deck as a message from Spirit as well about where we're headed. So on the romantic sense of the situation, what is the message? 2 cards, 3 cards. Yeah, 3 cards flew out of the deck. All right. We have religious factors, flirt, and it's safe for you to love. So religious factors, in this situation, there is a divine hand in this. There's also fate and destiny that is playing out. There are obligations, there are contracts that have been made on higher levels when it comes to this situation. Okay, a lot of you are having to shed your religious beliefs due to this connection. And it's really for you to broaden your view, not just of love and relationships or this connection you're dealing with, but the world as a whole. It serves a purpose in that level. It's also helping you to ascend higher, your frequency, your perception, your heart, your vision of what love is, what life is. The flirtation card is telling you to give out your loving energy amongst not just this person, but do extend your light. Be a light being to this person. How can I, without trying to self-sacrifice and just forget about you and just give to someone and then just leave yourself empty, but how can I be a light and of service to others to help them? How can I help this person find themselves without putting myself into it of trying to orchestrate us coming together, or him seeing or she seeing me as this and they should see me as their soulmate and their divine partner, their twin flame? Take that aspect out of it. And how do I extend my light energy to this person that takes them back to themselves like they've helped me to do? How do I do that for them? How can I be a light worker for this person and for others? My experiences that I've learned, how can I extend that out? It's safe for you to love card is telling you that you need to see yourself from a higher light, and that it's okay for you to give your love to whomever you wish to give it to, without putting an expectation or a label on that love and how it should be reciprocated back. But it's safe for you to open your heart to others. But at the same time, you do have to honor yourself as well. The love that you have inside of yourself, it should be enough for you and enough to give to other to other persons when you feel guided to, or when you feel in your heart to love and give to other people. To this other person, if that means you send them a thank you, or I hope you're doing well, I send you lots of love, I send you lots of light, without you feeling like you're stupid, or feeling like you're a loser, or feeling like desperate, because it's like, I don't feel whole in myself if I'm thinking that, and it's not coming from a pure place. If I'm giving from that space, I shouldn't have to feel like that, or I shouldn't be feeling this in the first place. But if I love myself and I know that my love can extend infinitely to this person and to that person, I can love this person, I can love that person, I can nurture and experience this love, and I see myself in a higher light. I know that I'm helping someone in some way, or I'm giving something valuable to someone. I wouldn't feel stupid because it's coming from an authentic place. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pull from the karma cards. So I'm just going to move these cards out the way, and I'll be right back. All right, so we have the houses, the signs, and the planets. Actually, it goes planets, signs, and houses. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the planets first. See what planets energy is involved with these connections. What is the message that you have, divine spirit, the guardians of the universe who are of love, light, and service of all? Ask for highest guidance, highest clarity, highest truth from the place of pure love and the highest good of all involved. What planet is in this? What planet is influencing these current energies for the end of the year? Divine spirit, what is the message? All right, we have Jupiter. Okay, what signs are here influencing? What sign is influencing this energy? Divine spirit, ask for highest guidance, highest truth, highest clarity. What is the sign that's influencing this energy? Virgo. And lastly, what is the house that the situation is in? What house is influencing this situation? Okay, the first house. All right. So let me shift it around, because blue and blue represents outcome and orange represents actions. So let's start with the actions, actually. So I'm going to turn it around to the orange and the actions we have. So I'm going to read it straight out. So actions in the spiritual, you have learn or teach the serving of others immediately. So in spirit, your action is when moving forth, within the back of in your heart, in your soul, how can I take this journey to learn or to teach the serving of others? And I'm getting, how can I learn or teach others how to love based upon my experience with this journey? And how can I do that in my life right now? Okay, the mentally, the action you have, be positive about the details of the way you project yourself. So mentally, your action when you're coming forth is to have a higher perception of who you are in this world. Have a positive view of the aspects that you have. When you're giving to others, when you're coming from that place, you have to look at yourself from the highest place with the utmost respect for yourself when you're giving and serving others. It cannot come from an empty place or a needy place. Okay, it will lack authenticity. It will also feel terrible to you because it's like, I'm giving from an empty heart. Now, what are you going to give me? That's what it's sending out. But if I'm coming from a high place of, I just want to give this person, I have a message to give you, or I have something that I can learn from this, the more you evolve, the more you grow. The physical action to take is grow and expand. Do what you must do and do it on your own. This is a journey of self. So physically, your action in this situation moving forward is, I'm growing and I'm expanding, and I got to do it for me. This is about me. This is my experience. This is my journey. My soul came here to experience this life in the way that it is supposed to, not what someone else tells me to, not what my parents, not what society tells me, not what a blog, a YouTube guru tells me, what this person tells me. It's about my growth and my expansion on this planet, and I have to do it for myself. You can have support of others, of course. All right, so let's see what the outcome will be of following these actions. So the spiritual outcome you have is the granting of methods for the healing power of who you are. So spiritually, you are going to gain this power, this healing. It's like through your healing, you're going to be granted something valuable. With Jupiter here, it's like luck, blessings, good fortune, it says. Virgo is a perfection. It's virgin energy. So the authenticity, the truth of the perfection of who I am through healing, through overcoming my shadows, through not blaming or judging myself nor others, I figure out who the truth of who I really am, and that's the greatest gift. And I have something to offer and to teach others. And I also have more to learn, more to gain. The mental outcome you have is blessings from the analyzing of your desires. So mentally, what your outcome of these actions is you're going to be really going within now, from what you know now from this point on in your journey, what it is that I really desire in my heart. What do I want to manifest? I'm free to be, I've always been free, but now I'm seeing that I am free and I'm liberated to create my life in the way that I see fit based upon my highest soul's truth. What it came here to experience, what it really wants. What do I really want in love? What do I really want to experience? What type of person do I want to be? I have the power to do that. I see that. The physical outcome is good fortune resulting from the perfectionism of your actions. Okay, so that is manifestation with creating from your heart space, your soul's truth, what you really, 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 truly want from yourself. Not coming from a place of heartache that I need this person or I need my life to be this way because it's not this way right now. I don't have anybody. I need him. I need her. I need this to happen. I need this much money. I need to live here before I can be happy. But create from a space that I deserve this. This is what I want. I want to go to Disneyland next year. I want to marry the president of I'm just playing. But that is, I can create whatever I want. Because I see it from a higher perspective. I see it from my growth. I see it from the love that I have for myself, the respect that I have for myself. Now I look at life colorful. Like there's crayons and I could take the world and I could color it however I want to. And there's my masterpiece. I can use all the crayons in the box and I can have whatever I want. It's infinite. All right, you guys, so that's your reading. I do hope that will be helpful. It brings you clarity. I send you all lots of love, lots of light. Happy new moon coming up, and manifest for the new year. Send out your New Year's resolutions, your intentions from your heart space with not being biased, not being limited. Go beyond your limitations. It's a new year, a new frequency, a new you, a new life. Mercury retrograde. Mean what you say. Say what you feel. Affirm from your heart's truth. Okay? All right, so that is your reading. Much love. Take care. Bye-bye.